friends. My name is Constance and this is Cruelty Free Musings. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm introducing a new project pan. Steph, Lyons and DaLin of Outward Processing have started a project pan. Both of their channels will be linked down below. And it's called Partners in Cream. And the concept is, it's a rolling project pan, and so every time you hit your goal on something, whether that's to hit pan on it or to use it up, you roll it out and you roll something else in. It's not like the number of items doesn't get smaller. It stays the same number of items, so that's what rolling means. And then the number is 3 to 5 products, and the number that you pick is the same for the entire year. It's a year-long project pan, and it's all cream products. So, Partners in Cream, here we go. Here's my introduction. I picked 5 because apparently I should have not tried to pick up all of them all at once. I picked 5 because I really enjoy my potted single shadows of ColourPop vintage, and I find that I am not using them that much. So I figured, why not join a project that encourages me to use my cream shadows a little bit more. And also, the kinds of shadows that I buy in palettes tends to be a little bit of a different color palette than what I buy in single shadows. So I have primarily warm tones, a few cooler toned palettes. As far as commercially composed palettes, but then my single shadows are mostly cool tones. So I figured that combining a palette that I'm using for the entire year that's going to be mostly warm tones with my cooler single shadows might be a fun way to approach this. Alright, so let's get into it. I have mostly products that I'm wanting to hit pan on, but let's start with the one that I want to finish up. This is a Stila Glitter and Glow. This is in the color Sea Siren, which is a duochrome. It's a pink base with a blue shift, so it looks gorgeous over purple and blue, and it's a very cool toned shadow, but it's really pretty. I haven't used it enough. It's been discontinued. I want to make sure that I use this up before it dries out, because it is a year old at this point, so I want to use it. And I have another Stila Glitter and Glow that I will roll in probably when I finish up this one. So I mentioned that Sea Siren goes really well with purple, so I have this J-Cat Prismetal Chrome Eye Mousse. This is in the color Sorcerer, and it is a nice metallic purple. I do not know how deep the pans are on these. I assume that they're pretty shallow because it feels like it's about the same weight as a ColourPop shadow. But I got these and then they sat and I used them like twice. So I was like, let's start getting some real use out of these. I have been using this one since I decided to put it in this project pan, which was about 2 weeks ago. So there is a dip already. That's from use inspired by this project pan, not any prior use. And then I have another one. I got this one and Champagne Whiz because I was like, oh, champagne, that will pair nicely with purple. It is a really warm, like almost bronzy pink. So it doesn't pair super well with the cool toned purple. These pair nicely together. But when I roll it in, it'll be a nice pairing with this very warm palette, which is in my New Decade project pan. In case you are not familiar with the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 orange, warm, mustardy brown, warm taupe copper, the insane like pumpkin orange, warm blue, warm champagne, warm purple, warm gold. This one is about as neutral as you get. It's kind of a deep, it's kind of a deep purple. This and the champagne are probably the most neutral colors. And then, and this brown matte is also pretty neutral. And then a warm green. So, yes, I am sure you see what I mean by there's a contrast. So, like, whatever I'm in the mood for, if I'm in the mood for, like, a warm tone shadow or I'm tired of warm tones, I have something in a project pan that's an easy throw on, fail safe sort of look, so that I can just throw it on and throw on some mascara and then head to work. Alright, so this is an easy eye look. I wore it yesterday. It is scrumptious. Alright, and then if I am tired of this blue shift, or I want something a little bit more neutral-ish, I have this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow Ultra Glitter in Birthday Wish. This is from ColourPop's 4th birthday. They always release a special collection around their birthday. So this was their 4th birthday, and I think this was 2 years ago. I just happened to make an order that consisted of the correct things to qualify for getting this, but it is gorgeous. It's a champagne base with a rose gold pink purple glitter. It's fantastic. I love the ultra glitters. Ultra glitters, satins, and ultra metallics. I pretty much like all of those. I've tried the mattes and I don't love them. I feel like they're, like, to each their own. I know that some people love them. I've tried them and I didn't get enough use out of the couple that I tried to make me think that it was worth buying a creamy matte that's going to dry up faster than a powder shadow and go bad. So this seems like a good point to note that it's a well-known fact in the panning community that there's a little raised bump in the center of Super Shock shadows. And a lot of people who pan Super Shock shadows aim to wear down the entire surface evenly to the level of that entire little bump is showing. So that is my plan with these. They are quite shallow pans, so I expect that, and that will be my goal for all of my Super Shock shadows. I want to have some nice even wear and some beautiful pan on all of them because they are cream and they do go bad. And I have a small collection of ColourPop shadows that are really tailored to my specific tastes, and I don't want them to go bad without me getting good use out of them because I really like all the ones that I have. And with that in mind, uh, this is item number 4. This is ColourPop Moonwalk, and this looks green in the pan, but if you swatch it, you can see that it's actually a red base with a really strong green gold shift. So the green gold shift shows up really well if you put it over a reddish base. So I thought that it would pair excellently with some of the mattes in here, because like this one in particular, or this one, this one's mustardy, this one's orangey. I have thrown this over a red eyeshadow, and that really brings out the gold shift in it, because it's kind of translucent by itself, but if you have color underneath it, then it's just the shift popping out and being like, oh, bam. I really like it. So, and then item number 5, this is the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter in Opulence. I am wearing it today. This is a cream, like, putty highlighter. Which of my fingers is cleanest? Let's go with this one. So if you push into it, you can see you leave a fingerprint, and then you can smooth it out. So I really like panning highlighters. I find that I don't always use highlight, but I really like the effect. So having one in a project pan gives me an excuse. So that's the amount that I got on my finger, and then if I swatch it, you can see it's really similar to my skin tone, and it's just like a little bit brightening and super glossy. So I like panning highlighters. I don't find them that difficult to pan. Um, I know I'm weird in this, but I don't find them that difficult to pan. Blushes are another story, but highlighters I have panned. I have panned on 2 highlighters that were in last year's project pan. So I thought that, okay, there's definitely a lot of product in here. I smushed my finger in there and still didn't get to the bottom. But, you know, even if this is a long-term project, I figure I really like this highlighter, and I don't want it to just sit in my little makeup setup over here and not be used. I want to get good use out of it. It's a really nice, neutral, easy highlight that I can make super bright or just throw onto bare skin however I'm feeling on a particular day. I can wear it like that. So, yeah, I figured that this would just be a great little, a great highlight to roll in to the Partners in Cream, because it is a putty, and so it's not a powder highlight, and I love panning highlighters because it gives me a reason to wear them. I love the effect, but I don't always think about it because, you know, I just don't always think about it. This is part of what project pans are for me. I use them to remind me to use products that I am not necessarily using. All right. So that is my introduction to Partners in Cream. My goal is to hit pan on all 5 of those items except for Sea Siren, which there's not really a pan to hit on the little tube. So my goal is to use this one up, get good use out of it before it dries out. And with all of that, I hope you enjoyed or learned something, or both. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you feel like, and goodbye for now.